I think this is the second time I've actually commentated on a response to me. Now, I normally don't do this. However, Dillin Thomas here sort of crossed the line with me. You see, when I put on Twitter, Dillin Thomas's video is not worth a commentary. He's an idiot. Every smart person knows it. All he had to do was not reply to that tweet. Or, he could have replied to any of my other tweets about him, but he decided to reply to this one. Keep saying that lol. In reality, there is nothing to argue against lol XD. Well, Dillin, nothing to argue against. Okay, well, let's see how greatly you debunked me. We'll watch it together.
Hello, everybody. Dillin here on DHT Games Comment Series and more. Today,
what's up with your got milk lips in your avatar? Seriously, I don't get that.
We're going to be doing a commentary on a guy.
Or how about your MS Paint goatee, for that matter? Or your MS Paint throat line? I think it's supposed to be an Adam's apple. I could be wrong on that. I'm not all that familiar with biology.
Talking about the whole Doodle Tones versus Mr. Medicare situation. Now, to get you guys caught up.
Oh God, poorly drawn arm.
On this, Mr. Medicare did a video talking bad about the inflation fetish on DeviantArt. Now, this isn't the part that got Doodle Tones mad, it's actually the fact that he sent his fans after people on DeviantArt.
Which he never did. That's a misconception. What he actually did was simply say, you could find more here. He never said, go my minions, and we will wreck their pretty pebbles! And even then, it's not like Jim controls what his fan base does. Or am I forgetting a conspiracy where once you subscribe to someone, you are automatically their slave for all eternity?
Sending people to basically harass these people. And
maybe if I use those big words, I'll sound smarter.
Also somewhat offends me, because I have been on the receiving end on someone with a bigger fan base at the time, sending a bunch of fans at me for no reason in particular. I strictly disagree with this. Fans should be able to do this stuff on their own.
He never said you had to. He would. When did anyone... What are you even talking about at this point, Dillin?
Should never be commanded to do something.
But hey, here's a genius idea, Dillin. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Boom! No one's forcing you to. Medicare's not holding a gun to your head. And no one was forcing his fans to. What are you talking about?
But because I know this video's already going to be several degrees of cringy,
Wow, you're slowly becoming more and more self-aware.
I'm going to be using Leafy as here as an avatar.
Holy shit, it's Leafy!
Because I want to make sure that this video is as awful as can be. So let's get right into this video today on DHT.
Yeah, Dillin, you're a perfect example of you don't need an intro. Let's examine this. Flashing lights on building. I don't care. Okay, can this end yet? Red borders matter, dude. Oh my god. Okay, guys. So this was just so beautiful, I felt like I had to comment it. Okay, basically what happened was Mr. I have no clue how to pronounce his name.
Okay, this is really showing how much work and thought you really put into this video.
Yes, because you have put so much effort into your video. It took you 1,000,000 years.
His name is Mr. Medicare. Now, as someone who fucks up with names...
Oh my god, you cannot be taking this obvious joke seriously. The joke was, hey, Mr. Medicare is a hard name to pronounce and a pretty weird name. And you're like, well, you see, his actual name is... Oh my god, how are you this stupid?
Myself, I can understand this, but you're doing a video and you're trying to be taken somewhat seriously. So you can go to his videos and hear him say his name, go to Doodletone's videos and hear her say his name, or you can just sound the name out yourself. I know sometimes a name like Mr. Medicare could be hard to say, but you failed to even try. So please step up your game and just try to say the name. Mr. Blah 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 is nowhere close to Medicare.
You just spent like half a minute attempting to debunk an obvious joke. Oh my god! Do you watch Serial Mom and think it's a documentary? Internet Aristocrat made a video making fun of DeviantArt. Doodle Tones said, "Well, you're too mean," and made a commentary on it. Oh my god! Which is weird since the video was somewhat about fetishes. It's just beautiful! Cool. As she claims.
So I know you watched her video to a somewhat extent because you got the asexual part, but did you understand the video?
Yes! I need to understand the great art of Doodle Tones videos! There is a deep art that I'm just not getting.
Because immediately after her saying that she's asexual, she talks about how she finds fetishes intriguing and that she likes to see how people tick. It's right there. You can watch the video again. You don't have to only watch it once because it really makes you look like you have no clue what you're talking about when you leave out information like this. And secondary,
And you still don't know what a joke is. Oh my god. There was a joke immediately after you cut back.
You do not have to have a sexual attraction to something to find it interesting.
Okay, you have me there.
Just because you have an interest in inflation does not mean that you find it actually appealing yourself. You can be interested in learning about a subject.
Well, no, but my issue was Doodle Tones acted decently personal with it, making me feel that she was actually having that and just didn't want to admit it to herself. That fetish and just didn't want to admit it to herself. You know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I am actually wrong on that.
I learned about furries and how they ticked because I was actually curious on the matter.
Yeah, dude, we don't need your entire life story. We don't need, like, and then, when I was 12, I discovered a website. And that website was Vidbit. I don't know how I discovered a website that didn't even exist at the time, or why I sound like, I don't even know who I sound like. I sound like a weird, and I sound like a Texan. Because maybe I am a Texan. You ever think of that?
Not mean that I had any interest to be a furry myself.
Looks like we might, dude, I have a question. What's your Reddit account? I'm still trying to figure that out, by the way. I'm actually curious. You know, let's just say Orini's gonna have to work a little bit faster to become what you might. High five if you get that reference. Internet high five.
I did not get the reference, and I'm probably never am gonna get the reference because you failed to explain.
Well, luckily for you, you are going to get the reference now. It was a reference to Kevin Logan's second episode of The Scent of Manosphere on Davis MJ Orini. Just figured you should know that.
What it actually means, and I am
because all the best jokes need to be explained.
Not going to do 30 minutes of research just to get your unfunny joke.
Oh my god, I'm a loser.
Come on, man. I'm supposed to be the one calling you the loser, not—
Oh, come on, man. I don't like having my work done for me, 'cause then maybe my work will actually be good. I mean, and like this joke is, by the way, definitely very funny and not just an unoriginal joke that has been used by every commentator in all of existence. And I do not have a patronizing voice, so don't say I do. I don't know why I sound like I'm just this close to going, oh, you can't see it, but it's like if my fingers are like decently close together, like, I don't know what. You're going, oh my god, you're so fabulous. Because you are fabulous, Dylan. No, you're not fabulous, Dylan. You're anti-fabulous.
Yourself, you're just doing my work for me.
Anyway, and then it might be good. Okay. Okay. So basically, after Doodle Tones finished her People Were Mean video, And this is some of the she follows to do some of the biggest playing victims since MacBoy Redux.
Okay, we're running into some reoccurring problems here. Because you're doing this live and you refuse—
Yes, I am doing this live. You can see the little banner in front of my videos going, live on whatever night I'm recording this in some kid's basement somewhere. It's Ephrom Josine.
used to do jump cuts, you're looking really unprofessional thinking of your lines like—
Because YouTube is meant to be professional, kids, and I'm definitely not being unprofessional with my video game music in the background that someone else made, with my backdrop that was made by somebody else, and with my avatar that's someone else's. At least they would do. Oh my god.
Another thing is, if I have to look up your joke, it's not a very funny joke.
Which is why I need you to explain the joke to me.
If you're gonna make a reference, please explain the reference.
Oh my god, I didn't even have to make that joke.
You're really losing me here, man.
I am also going to go like this for the rest of the video in honor of Jim. Oh, by the way, the reference was... Wait, what? That in some of his videos, he has like what looks like a gun pointed to his head. I don't know, I think it was the Wake Up video I saw that. Because Jim is far more entertaining than Doodle Tones. Example 1, Jim is actually funny. Now that's some head-bopping music you got in the background.
Oh my god, I'm gonna assume that long pause—
What long pause? That was barely 2 seconds.
was you realized how stupid that was after you said it and you're too lazy to cut this out. Prove someone's better than someone, you're gonna say they're funnier? You do know comedy is a subjective thing.
And you're objectively not funny.
It's not funny to everybody. One person might find gore funny. The other person just might find corny jokes funny.
And the first person's probably in an insane asylum.
To use as a point of example that someone's better than another person does not mean anything. You could say their jokes are stale or their delivery is flat, but just to say something so vague as, oh, well, they're not funny, that's lazy.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to stay on topic. I'm not gonna go into a 30-minute rant about how now Jim is actually funny because of this, and Doodle Tones isn't funny because of this. And as for your speech about how comedy is subjective, well, I'm sorry, but I'm not here to give other people's opinions. I'm here to give mine.
Why are you lazy with your points here? Do you have any real reasons why he's better than Doodle Tones? Because if you do—
I gave you one. Jim is actually funny.
please say that.
Let's compare this to Doodle Tones' non-existent humor. Oh, I just gave you a reason. Doodle Tones' humor barely counts as existent. You cut me off before I could tell you it. The only thing that I was sort of laughing at in the video was the awkward ending, simply due to how stupid it was. You see, Doodle Tones, this is tiring my arm, so I'm not going to do it, claimed that Jim was cyberbullying these people for expressing themselves freely, when, by her own logic, she would be cyberbullying Jim for expressing himself freely.
Oh my god, you can't be this dumb.
That's actually what I say every time I realize you still exist.
She did not get onto him because he was stating his opinions on the fetish art. She got onto him for the fact that he was sending his mindless drones to—
When it's someone I like, they have fans. When it's someone I don't like, they have drones.
to hate on the people doing the fetish art, telling people to comment on these fetish art photos. No one needs this harassment.
No one needs anything but food, water, shelter, and I guess blood and oxygen. Give me your point.
Even compare her stating her opinion to him sending people to harass people is just completely asinine. These two things are not similar. I can't believe that you do not see that he's in the wrong here.
Oh, by the way, I'm not a fanboy, but Mr. Mighty... By the way, Dylan, that was an obvious joke. Is obviously in the wrong. I'm also not racist. I don't have anything. No. Yeah, should I tell that joke? Yeah, I'm not gonna. I've told the I'm not racist joke tons of times on my channel. You can go see those. I think it's getting stale.
Are you okay, dude? Are you having some type of stroke or something? As a little bit of—
Hey, that's what I say every time you speak. I already used that joke. You're stripping me of my good jokes.
a disclaimer, if it does turn out that this man has a
Yeah, he drags it out for way too long, by the way, and he sounds way too hard to be nice. The joke might have actually been funny if you weren't dragging it out.
is mentally—
You see, you're still doing it. You're dragging it out more than kablam.
it now. I'm sorry if you are.
Yeah, you're still doing it. Move on.
It's just me debunking your ideas, but
You have not debunked anything, but okay.
please stop that. You are going to hurt your head and you look very dumb doing it.
I feel like I'm a woodpecker. Like, did a woodpecker peck at your head? Did you accidentally do this too much? Were you fed mercury? But anyway, so this caused some morons to start commenting about how people were being mean because apparently trolls only exist when they are people I don't like being trolled. Also claiming that people who didn't like Doodle Tones videos— I like how you didn't debunk that, by the way— were just fanboys. Ooh, 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 spooky, ooh, ooh, you're a fanboy. Ooh, you scared of me now? Ooh. Boo. Instead of people just thought the video was crap. Dude, if you bang your head against the wall too much, you're gonna get brain damage. Now, if it turns out this guy actually does have brain damage, and that's fine, I'm just gonna sit here and patronize my viewers for the next half a minute, because I'm too lazy to do anything of substance or actually be funny. Because as we all know, once you become a fan of someone, you never have any real opinions. No, you see, it's all part of Jim's big conspiracy.
Maybe the reason why people assume that you guys are fanboys is because you follow this man and support his harassment of these people.
Again, you being a fanboy is bad, but if you dare disagree with me, then that's where the real evil is.
Just wanting to express themselves, and you guys bring nothing to the table to debunk her. Instead, you choose to insult her and just go on tirades trying to build up this guy's massive ego.
Wait, I've been trying to debunk Doodle Tones throughout the entire video. Whether or not I succeeded is up to you. But I was trying.
That he already has. You fail to see that he's in the wrong by harassing people.
But I'm not a fanboy.
And you act like somehow Doodle Tones is in the wrong for calling him out on his bullshit. When
again, but I'm not a fanboy.
In reality, he should be called out on this if he's doing it. And
so people continue to play the victim and say, you're being mean to Doodle Tones, even though Doodle Tones said it was okay to express yourself freely as long as you're not hurting anybody, and nobody is hurting Doodle Tones, saying things that are mean, but not in the sense of, like this, no one's punching her in the face. And if they are, that's wrong.
You do know there's other forms of harassment besides physical, right? And that cyber harassment is a thing. This is not solely focused on Doodle Tones. The whole main idea here is when this guy sees someone with an opposite viewpoint of him, instead of arguing with them, debating with them,
because you are clearly just so great at debate. I mean, you know what, Dylan? You're the best debate. You actually did debunk me. I'm just upset that you were too mean to me. No, I'm not. You don't deserve the credit of me sarcastically saying you were right. You are that stupid.
Chooses to send his fans after them. Now, Doodle Tones could be used as an example.
Yes! It's part of Jim's grand conspiracy by the lizard gay Jews. We have to ungay the lizards, dang it!
Example, seeing how she had a slight disagreement on how he does things, and then he sends people to spam and harass her, and
of course they are all gay lizards, by the way,
and false flag her videos for being inappropriate and getting them age restricted. This could be an example of him abusing his power. Which
he totally meant to do. I mean, because everybody knows that libertarian type people, which Jim is very arguably a libertarian-esque person, are just so hated to, freedom. And someone who has never blocked anyone is just so hated of other people speaking. I mean, it's obviously part of the conspiracy. We have to ungay the lizards, people. They're turning the freaking lizards gay.
The whole point of her video. He goes to tell what I think is a joke, but it's really long and dragged out. And
oh God. That's just rude, mister. Saying dragged out coming from you? Oh my God. That's actually pretty mean. I'm sad now.
Seem very fun to me. Then he ends.
But comedy is like all subjective and stuff, and you have to like constantly say, now keep in mind this is just my opinion. And every single turn, and oh my.
His video. So what do I have to say? Maybe next time you should script, because
yes, because as we can see from Dillin Thomas, scripting is this magical cure that saves all your videos from being awful.
You have long pauses, you flub up your lines, and you fail to understand the material you're going on. You fail to understand why Mr. Medicare might be in the wrong.
Okay, how will failing to understand something fix what's being scripted? And even then, again, I'm not a fanboy, but Mr. Medicare's obviously in the wrong here. And Doodle Tones is obviously in the right because she is my Lord and Savior. And it is the only way we can ungay these lizards.
And you're extremely biased against Doodle Tones in this video.
And I totally know what that word means!
So, in the end, I would say this video was a failure to get its idea across.
And my audience could not figure that out by the fact that I just spent 11 minutes commentating on it, unless I directly told them that.
Unless its idea is herp-de-dur, Doodle Tones is dumb and Mr. Medicare is right. So, yeah.
Well, that was actually the video idea, but not the herp-de-dur part, but you know what I mean.
I hope you did enjoy this commentary.
I really didn't.
Guys, this is my second solo commentary. If you like this video, you can like it. If you really like this video, you can share it. And if you want to show support, you can subscribe. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end of this video. Remember, I have a Patreon up. You can donate how much ever you want to, and there's tons of little rewards and prizes for you guys. So, thank you guys again, and bye.
So, overall, I honestly see the main problem with this video. You see, Dillin here is actually in the right. We need to ungay these lizards. These gay lizards are what ruining the society. They're what creating, not even the Illuminati, it's the Illuminati. The people who are actually hiding behind the secret of peanut butter. Everybody knows that. And then there's the hip-hop Illuminati, which is about hip-hop and keeping the real secret from peanut butter, which was exposed by Seth MacFarlane. And then, I think we should vote for Ted Cruz. Because Ted Cruz would have ungayed the lizard so well. He is a theocrat after all. Oh God. I think I'm half past insane. So overall, I'm Cifro Joe, and good night. Ungay the lizards! Hey, you walked into this.